Hi everyone! So today, gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo yung naging conversation ko during my consultation nung Saturday. So, I think, especially sa mga mga first time buyer and gusto nang mag-umpisa ng rental investment nila sa Pilipinas, I think ang dami yung pwedeng matutunan sa experience niya. Kasi pati siya, so her situation now is, she's very desperate to buy her first rental investment. So, pati nga, nabanggit niya nga sa akin, yung mga tinitingnan niyang property, one of the property na tinitingnan niya is very close to a city jail. Para sa akin, medyo red flag yun kasi nga, especially kung professional yung mga tenants mo, na target tenants mo, baka, sila, yung off sa kanila, yung location wise is there. So, pero, meron kasing city jail dun eh. So, pwedeng, kahit ako, kung magre-rent dun sa, malapit sa city jail, parang feeling ko hindi ako safe. So, I think you shouldn't consider that area. And then, isa pang tinitignan niya, and she is aware, isa pang property na tinitignan niya is flooded din daw. So, I said, why would you buy on those? So, you just have to keep looking. But anyway, guys, so yan yung isa sa na-find out ko kasi ay sinabi niya sa akin na meron na kasi siyang funds. So, ang ginawa niya, nag-release siya ng equity, and now that from her original first ever investment nung nagtatrabaho pa siya as OFW. But now, she was able to release some equity, kaya lang, and she's now ready to invest. Kaya lang, so ito yung naging situation niya. Like I mentioned, desperate na siya na mag-invest. Pero yung knowledge niya to start the investment, parang kulang pa. So, na-find out niya during our call, na ang daming thankful siya dun sa first na deal na she was supposed to buy. Kasi na-find out niya na may mga details pala na need niya pang malaman. So, para mag-work yung investment na yon. So, first thing is that when binanggit ko sa kanya, when she was looking at that property, kung nagpa-survey ba siya. So, sabi niya, hindi. So, very thankful siya in the end after nung consultation namin kasi na-realize niya, and she even said na blessing in disguise na hindi nga natuloy yung deal na yun kasi yun nga, madaming naging issue na kung nabili niya pala yun, madami pala siyang magiging issue. So, first thing, hindi siya nagpa-survey. Although, nag-offer na siya, pero buti na lang yung deal na yun nag-fall through kasi yung pera na nirelease niya sa bank is hindi lumabas ng within the time frame na she was supposed to pay the seller. Pero, you know what, she was very thankful after our call kasi na-realize niya na, yun nga, may mga bagay pala na dapat pala niyang ginawa kasi kung hindi niya ginawa yon at nag-proceed yung property na yon, yung deal na yon, pwedeng maging big issue niya yon. So, here's the find out. So, nung nag-offer siya, nabanggit na sa kanya yung may-ari na meron parang encroachment yun ng property. So, hindi siya aware dun sa property. Ang plan niya, she releases the equity, she will buy this property as clean money, she will redo it, and then she's doing BRRRR. But the BRRRR method that she's doing, parang hindi pa siya kompleto yung details na para mag-work yung BRRRR. Anyway, so, yun, nag-offer siya, but, yun nga, hindi natuloy kasi natagalan yung release ng pera from the bank. So, ngayon, nung nag-offer siya, hindi muna siya nagawa ng due diligence niya. hindi siya nag-survey, hindi siya gumawa ng black and white na offer. Kasi kailangan guys, kapag bumibili kayo, hindi naman kasi kayo bumibili lang ng parang galunggong or kahit ano ba. Ito is an asset and million yung binibili nyo. And you want this property din as your investment. So as investment, kailangan importante na every detail ng property alam nyo. And also, in the next step, especially if you're using BRRRR, kailangan itong property na to, you will be able to cash out yung pera na ininvest nyo para makapagpalago kayo. Kasi, kapag hindi, you will be in a big turmoil. So, imagine na, hindi siya nagbigay ng offer letter, and then, hindi rin siya nag-due diligence, hindi siya nagpa-survey. So, ang magiging mangyari kasi kapag hindi ka nagpa-survey at binili mo yon, so, naniwala ka na lang kung ano yung nakalagay sa technical description ng title, pero hindi mo pinarelocate yung platform. Kasi ang problema sa Pilipinas, minsan, especially if awarded yan, minsan pwedeng naka-encroach ka sa kapitbahay, or pwedeng sila naman yung naka-encroach sa'yo. So, yun, kapag may problema ka sa encroachment on both sides, kahit walang encumbrances yung title mo, hindi yan tatanggapin ni bangko as a collateral. So, mas mahihirapan ka. So, imagine, she realized it, diba? Na nabili niya na yung property, then, she was expecting na ma-release niya yung property sa bangko. But then she find out na di-decline ni bangko yung title kasi nga may encroachment. So, yan ang magiging big issue kapag gumagamit ka ng BRRRR at hindi mo ginawa yung due diligence mo in the beginning. So, diba, imagine mo, binili niya yon, she was expecting that she will be able to release the money na ininvest niya on that property. Pero in the end, sorry, hinihingal ako. Pero in the end, hindi mo pala may lalabas. So, paano yun kung inutang mo yun sa ibang tao? And for her situation, so far, it was their own property. Pero imagine mo, you were expecting to kind of like makakapag-expand ka. So, yun yung problema, guys. So, importante, I think I've already mentioned this in my previous video, na kailangan talaga do your due diligence at ipare-survey and relocate mo before you even buy that property. Ang relocation standard price ngayon is nasa 20,000. Depende yan kung saang lugar ka. So, if you're in the province, maybe it's even cheaper. But if it's in your Metro Manila, it could be 20,000 to 30,000. So, importante yan, guys. Never, ever buy a property without getting it surveyed and relocated. So, even if it's just for your own home, importante yan kasi magkakaroon ka ng malaking problema later na mapafind out mo na lang in the end whether it will be yours or kulang pala yung nabili mong lupa. So, yan, importante yan, guys. Kailangan part yan ng magiging offer nyo. Pag nag-offer kayo to buy, make sure when you make, pag interested kayo to buy the property, have a black and white offer letter. So, isa yan si tinuturo ko sa mentorship. So, that's why she was so happy in the end when we had that conversation, because I told her what was what kind of deal she was working on. And she even tell me, the worst thing is, she is buying already a property. For her, it's just investment. But she doesn't even know what's the importance of cash flow. So, ayun guys. So, kung gusto nyo talagang maging successful as investor, I highly suggest to get yourself a mentorship, even just to help you to buy your first rental investment. Because from that first experience, kapag nagpa-mentor kayo and you get an advisor para bilhin yung first investment nyo, guys, ang laki ng masasave nyong pera kasi ang dami nyong pwedeng maging problema. lalo na if you are raising capital, or I don't know how you gonna pay like your first investment. So importante talaga guys na yung first ever rental investment nyo is you have to be guided by someone na experience na, kasi sigurado ako on that first ever rental investment nyo, if you buy it in the right deal, right price, timing, the time is now, tomorrow. Don't wait for so long. You can invest anytime. But finding the right deal, how are you gonna find the right deal? Ask the experienced people, ask the investor. They know that. How, like if it works for me, for the other investor, it will work for you. It's just you have to dedicate your time. You have to invest first on your education, like investing like in your mentorship, because that's one of the most important. If you really want to make it work, get a mentorship. Don't be parang kuripot, because yung matututunan mo, ako gusto ko sa student ko, sa mga mini-mentor ko, kapag natuto na sila, gusto ko is they spread the word as well, i-share nila. Kasi sa totoo lang, once you learn it from the beginning, all you have to do is repeat the same formula. Di ba parang sa McDonald's, paulit-ulit lang yung burger nila, same. Para maging successful ka, at saka babalik-balikan ka, i-keep mo lang yung recipe mo. Yun lang yun eh. Diba? Lagi kong sinasabi nun sa video ko, focus on one thing and be good at it. Yan ang natutunan ko. No need to learn every single thing. So if you want to be a real estate investor, just focus on getting education on real estate investing. Yan lang guys. So, yes, it's so important talaga na alam nyo yung step-by-step process. And your first investment talaga is pinaka-importante. Na kung pwede, kailangan makapag-cash flow ang first investment nyo. So, yan guys, ang natutunan ng isa nating client. At yan yung naging conversation namin, natauhan siya. And then she's now have the cash, and the cash is sitting, and she's so worried now because the amortization is already started kicking in. She still have active income, they can still pay for it. But imagine guys, she's paying 35,000 already. And that money has to be reinvested kasi dapat din niya napatagalin. So, first thing I told her is, she was very happy din actually na hindi natuloy yun kasi nakita niya lahat yung magiging pitfalls kung natuloy man yun. So, yan yung, isa na yun doon yung encroachment, kasi nga sinabi niya na rin na binanggit na din ng owner na yun nga yung may bubong daw doon na ginawa at yung tapos hindi, yung parang umextend ng ano kasi wala naman daw may-ari. So like, see, from the title pa lang issue now, which is the most important thing, kasi yun yung gagamitin niya to re-collateral later on. Kasi nga, like I said, she was trying to use the BRRRR method, but she actually don't know really how to use the BRRRR method properly. So yan guys, I really highly recommend na get yourself educated. Educate yourself first. Don't rush to start unless you know it. Kasi sayang yung pera nyo. Mas madami kayong malulus na pera. So, if you can find a mentorship, it doesn't have to be me. If you could read a book, get a mentorship is so important, especially yung alam na yung market dyan sa Pilipinas. So, don't be guided by agent that they will just tell you, oh, it will. Your ROI, your yield, don't let them decide for you. Get yourself, educate yourself, and you decide it yourself. You decided what to buy. So, if that person who's advising you has an experience, well done, then that's better because whoever, just like me, I will only teach what I know and what I'm experienced, and my mission would be to help you guys to get that cash flow, because cash flow will help you to keep moving, diba? Kung wala mang cash flow yan in the first beginning, that could be fine, but if you foresee it that it will cash flow on the second year, that's fine. Kasi yung first investment namin dati, I already know that I want cash flow for the first beginning kasi hindi ko siya ni-renovate ng the way I supposed to be. So, ni-rent out ko lang yun while I'm preparing for the cash fund to upgrade the property. But then, I know it that even if I added another extra money into that property, I know that I will be able to get the cash flow. So, that's what happened. That 4 doors apartment that we first buy, ano lang siya, kumikita lang siya dati ng 20. Pero after I put additional renovation, after the renovation I did, we are able to make 54,000. So I doubled that up. But yes, so I got the money within 1 year, yung total renovation cost. So yeah, that's how you should be doing kung gusto mong lumago yung business mo, 'di ba? So yeah, ayan guys. So sorry, nasa labas ako ngayon and it was so lovely here in Ireland. Ang summer na kasi. So and I'm so happy with our pakita ka lang, new veranda. Ang tagal namin pinagawa, buti na lang pinagawa namin ng early ng April, last of April, and then it's done. So I'm so happy, and I'm so happy din kasi parating yung mama ko, another dream come true, parating yung mama ko from Hong Kong and to my sister. So I'm so happy kasi everything is ready when they arrive. So ayan guys, thank you. I hope may natutunan kayo, and keep moving with your dream, keep educating yourself, read some books, learn from the experienced people, try to save up some money for your mentorship, and don't be cheap, because that education that you will get, you know what, it will stay with you forever and no one can take away from you. Once you learn the formula on how to invest in rental, oh my god, like I just want you to share also I just want you to share din yung natutunan nyo, kasi sharing is good. Once you're into the position na kahit share mo din, kasi dapat lahat tayo happy, and yeah, help more Filipino. Yan yung gusto ko. And I'm so sorry kasi hindi ako masyadong nakakapag-upload, only when there's a time kasi I have kids. But especially now summer, I have 2 of them now kasi tapos na yung anak ko sa creche. But yeah, I'm trying my best kasi ang asawa ko sabi niya, why don't you try to upload? Why don't you try to upload? Why don't you try to upload? But also at the same time, I'm flooded with email for consultation. So I'm so happy with all your feedbacks and everything, but I will get there. I think I will just I'll do something in September, something like probably online course. I can't promise, but I will do. But anyway, I'll keep uploading as much as I can, and I'll keep giving more information as much as I can. And thank you so much sa mga nagtitiwala at nag-send na nag-iiwan ng comments, and sorry sa mga hindi ko nababalikan sa email kasi ang dami, flooded yung email ko for consultation schedule, and I have to say I can't do consultation like 3 or 4 times in a week. I can only do sometimes 2 times maximum because I still have my daughter with me. But yeah, I'm trying. So it will be all changed in September. I will accept more in September. So just be patient with me, and I'll promise I will try my best to help. So that's why nagre-record ako as much as I can whenever I have time. So yeah, the video is very long now, and have a great day, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.